Teddy leads us back to the roof. They say that this was the place they used to enter and exit this world. Labris, who still doesn't quite understand that she is in the TV, cocks her head in bewilderment. Yosuke-san and his friends gather around her and explain everything. She is shocked at first, but as she grows accustomed to the idea, she begins laughing. Relieved, I leave Labris to them. I approach Mitsuru-san and Akihiko-san. I relay to them all the information I have gathered on the case so far. I tell them that the tournament's host was Labris' shadow, which had emerged from her, and that Labris may have not been stolen, but that she may have escaped on her own. She has the ability to manipulate people's senses. That would explain the signs of mental interference found on the hijackers. We were able to discover Inaba through our research. Perhaps she used the same methods. It would have taken time, but she was sealed away for over 10 years. Although she was caged, it is not clear whether she was conscious or not during that period. She had more than enough time. Mitsuru-san and Akihiko-san show no surprise, but they do let out a long sigh. In contrast to Mitsuru-san, who was lost in thought, Akihiko-san goes to get an answer straight from the source. Labris startles when he taps her shoulder.
So when did you actually awaken?
Akihiko-san's question is blunt, but Labris handles it calmly, knowing that it is the natural thing to ask.
You know, I can't remember.
She is being honest. She had used her ability on herself, not even she knew what she really was. But Akihiko-san seems skeptical. Having no memory of it also means that she is unable to deny it.
Please, Mitsuru-san, can you be lenient with her?
Mitsuru-san folds her arms and thanks. I know she is in a difficult position. Though Labris may have a heart, it does not make her human. She is a weapon with dangerous capabilities. Mitsuru-san cannot decide based on her personality alone what measures to take. Especially now that we are affiliated with the police. We have to set an example.
Yeah, would you, please?
Set an example. When you set an example, you always go as hard as humanly possible so that no one else ever falls out of line. You know what that means? Execution.
Yosuke-kun.
I know I'm asking without knowing the whole story here, but please don't lock her up again.
Even his friends seem surprised by his outburst, but soon enough they are all giving Mitsuru-san the same pleading look. Mitsuru-san winces before giving a wry smile.
Well, I hadn't intended to seal her away again to begin with.
Mitsuru-san.
Seriously? Did you hear that?
It should be a walk in the park compared to the challenge of sending Aigis to school.
She has no intention of locking her away. The smile on Mitsuru-san's face confirms that much.
Thank you so much.
How about if we go outside? This isn't really the place to stand around and chat.
Yeah. Well, it was a hell of a way to start off a holiday, but at least it's over. And why'd that shadow have to pick our school and us of all people?
Mitsuru-san and Akihiko-san freeze.
You know, that is odd now that you mention it. I was told this place takes its shape from a person's memories. Why would it become this high school?
I had picked up on that incongruity as well. Putting aside that Inaba was chosen as the escape destination, why was a specific school so carefully recreated? I also have my doubts about Labris' power. Strictly speaking, it doesn't rob one's sanity. What her power really does is cloud one's senses with illusions. I'm not sure that would have been enough to control those hijackers so completely.
I know nothing about Persona 4, only 5, so I'm blind. It's very different from Persona 5, though, that's for sure. It's really not. Persona 3, 4, and 5 all follow the same formula. They're not vastly different. They're not, like, the exact same either, but, like, they are similar to one another in many ways. Kari, welcome to stream. Thank you so much for subbing at Tier 2 for 17 months on a 17-month streak. Greatly appreciated. Thank you so much for the support.
Hey, Labris.
Akihiko-san calls out to Labris again. The instant he puts his hand on her shoulder, she twitches. Aw, Akihiko, you broke our new microwave.
Hey, what's the matter?
Labris abruptly leaps backwards. Everyone is baffled to see her white body flying over their heads.
She's...
Stay back, everyone!
Akihiko-san is the first to realize the danger and yells a warning to the others.
Sister?
Labris stands there emotionlessly. Slowly, her right hand reaches for the battle axe on her back. Tension fills the air.
No! Why?
The blade of the axe is pointed towards me. I do not comprehend what's going on. As I stand there confused, Labris lowers her stance, readying herself for battle. I open my mouth to try to persuade her, but I can't. There is no time. Labris now has the use of her persona. She will be stronger than before. If I don't focus on counterattacking, I'll lose. I clench my jaw and hold in the despair that threatens to overwhelm me. I must concentrate on the problem at hand. Oh, we're going straight into the fight. There's not going to be any dialogue before. Okay. It's Labris again! What are the odds of fighting Labris?
Finally. Fight.
Let's do this. Behold my mini guns. Ow. I love that move right there. That like little infinity symbol. That's so cool. Airstrike. This is probably the last fight in Aigis' story, or the second to last. I would like to try and get her ult off one more time, but Labris' ult at the same time literally makes me want to die. Ow, ow, ow. Stop that. No, no, no. I'm over here now. Stop. Why am I no longer doing the super jump ones? Trying to go back, not working, not working. Dude, it is like, how did I do this? Like being in the air and trying to hit the button enough to do the ult. There, I got it. Oh, but I missed because it sucks. I hate Aigis' ult so much, it's so bad. I mean, like, it looks cool, but, like, proccing it is an actual nightmare. I hate it. Yeah, Digimon Survive got a release date. Probably, like, just a Japanese one, I'm pretty sure. I don't think they confirmed it worldwide or anything, but, like, you know, whatever. I just want that game to come out so that they can make another one already. I'm already over Digimon Survive. Like, I'll play it when it comes out, but I just want another Digimon game already. Labris falls to the ground with a thud.
Labris.
I try to run to her, but I stop when I hear an unearthly voice. Maybe it'd be easier to do Aigis' ult through a basic combo since it brings her to the air. Maybe it would be easier to just never play as Aigis because her ult is one of the least fun things in the game along with Elizabeth's.
You succeeded in repulsing it yet again. Very unexpected.
Oh, okay, so we're still gonna fight Shadow Aigis potentially. Everyone takes a defensive stance and looks around.
What is this? I'm not getting a good feeling about this.
It's certainly an ominous presence. That voice.
Combat is like Street Fighter instead of turn-based. Interesting. Well, this is a spin-off game. This isn't like a mainline game. All of the mainline Persona games are turn-based, just like Persona 5. Persona 5's combat is built off of 3 and 4's. But this is a spin-off game made by Arc Systems, they make fighting games. That's what they do. Just like how Persona 5 Strikers is not a turn-based game because it's a spin-off.
Is that my voice?
Yes, it is. Before I can react, an unnatural-looking shadow, a clump of darkness thick as a pool of blood, forms next to Labris. Our true enemy rises up from the sludge. Gamers, rise up! It is a sight I will never forget.
No. Aigis-san's shadow? To think you'd fight back this fiercely. No wonder you once drove back a god. Yes, I want them even more now.
Want them? What does that mean?
Yosuke-san lashes out at the enemy. Is that really lashing out? He asked a question. But it ignores him and continues talking.
Sadly, it seems things won't be going according to plan this time. But I'll make use of what tools I have to the very end. This is my last chance. No, more like a marvelous entertainment.
Entertainment?
Instead of answering, it raises its right hand over Labris.
Stand, my puppet.
Dance, puppet, dance! Labris stands up as if being pulled by strings.
Is it controlling her?
Sister!
She doesn't answer. Her face is a blank stare and her shoulders hang unnaturally. She is every inch its puppet. Confused, I look again at the enemy. Is that my shadow? It looks like me, but its voice, its powers, they are also different from mine. But before I can come to a conclusion, the enemy uses Labris to make its next move.
This form is exhausted from constant battle and will be useless as an asset. But unless you destroy it, it will keep rising up and attacking you all. What will you do?
With the battle axe in hand, Labrys dashes forward without warning. Her attack is much more forceful than in the last battle. Even with all my strength, I am pushed back.
Oh, crap. If this keeps up...
Let's do this! Takemika!
Wait! Don't interfere!
What?
Please!
I clench my teeth. Labrys is under that thing's control and ignoring her own limits. And she is already damaged and exhausted from the previous battle. If we all attack, we might be able to contain her, but she could be destroyed in the process.
Now, may you suffer and curse your fate. Relinquish your personas.
Relinquish?
Personas and shadows are one and the same. If I poison your hearts, I can recruit shadows with unparalleled strength.
Wait, what? You mean turn our personas back to shadows?
The heart is frail. Its weaknesses are never fully vanquished. Given the opportunity, it can betray you and return to darkness.
Darkness within darkness awaits you.
Old wounds that you thought you had overcome, opened once again. You almost let go of your hearts, your personas. This one's desire to make people suffer was perfectly suited for such a plan.
Plan?
You caused all this to gather strong shadows?
You bastard. Who are you?
You had best hurry and decide. Who will be destroyed? This shell, or the lot of you?
Labrys flies through the air again and unleashes a full force attack. I was about to say files. She files through the air again. I am forced to one knee if she attacks again, but just when I am sure it's over, something happens.
Sorry, but this show is over.
Out of the corner of my eye, I see Mitsuru-san stand straight up. Suddenly, the menacing aura surrounding Labrys is dispelled like magic.
What?
For the first time, the enemy seems shocked. Freed from the spell, Labrys falls to the ground.
Sister!
I run to her and cradle her in my arms. What was that? Mitsuru-san smiles defiantly and glances up to the sky.
Looks like you made it in the nick of time. You saved us, Yamagishi.
An answering voice echoes in my head. That soft but extremely reassuring voice.
Are you all okay? Fuka-san?
Fuka Yamagishi-san. She is a fellow ally who helped us overcome the challenges we faced in the past. I cannot help but smile with surprise and joy.
So you had a third assistant.
Ooh, what a soothing voice! My teddy senses are telling me that this is a real cutie pie!
It's so easy to hate Teddy. It's like the easiest thing in the world. Why can I not talk when I play this game?
Is this like Rise-chan's persona? Wait, where is she?
This feeling. What the?
Rise-san opens her eyes and looks up.
Voice. It's not coming from in here. Whoever it is out there.
Seriously? She can use hers in the real world? That's amazing.
Since Fuka can use her persona in reality, does that mean the other C's members can also do so whenever they please? I think Fuka can't summon her persona, like physically make it manifest in the real world. I think that because it's a highly analytics-based persona, she can use its analytical abilities, even if she's in the real world. That would be my guess. It'd be really, really weird, especially in a spin-off game, to have it be where they can just summon personas in reality. That'd be, like, really whack. I don't think I'd like that, like, at all. I think it's just that she can use, like, the analytical abilities. Chidori did have her persona in real world for a few seconds. Yeah, but, like, she dies and who cares? Even before I can ask, Fuka-san tells me what I want to know.
Aigis, the enemy is just mimicking your appearance. It's not actually a part of you.
Very impressive to guess correctly from such a long distance away.
It's such an easy guess, though. Anyone in the room could have guessed that. Mitsuru-san stares at the enemy in shock. We hear Fuka-san's words as if she is speaking, but technically there is no sound. She transmits her voice directly into people's minds. Other people should hear nothing. Yet the enemy is responding to her. I raise my guard in spite of myself. But there is no fear in me. Dark Hour doesn't exist anymore? How does the Dark Hour not exist? They showed the Dark Hour at the very start of, Mitsuru's story, didn't they? That guy was in the Dark Hour, and then Mitsuru had to come and get him out of it. My doubts about the enemy, my hesitation are gone. My heart starts to burn. That was because of a device? Yeah, it was a device that, like, let him see the Dark Hour. But, like, yo, Heartful Cry? Hold up, we're jamming. It wasn't the actual Dark Hour? There's a device that can literally just make the Dark Hour again? That's super stupid. That's like omega dumb. That's one of the dumbest things I've ever heard before in my entire Persona career. That's so stupid. What is this? I've never felt this heated emotion running through my body before.
You must be the one behind all this. You stole Labris and threw her into a TV. You were after Persona users from the start. That's why you chose this school and tampered with Labris's memories. And you just demonstrated how you controlled those hijackers.
So this must be the real Puppet Master.
Then, that voice who tried to dissuade me back in that classroom. You're quite slow for a machine. Can't you tell by looking at me who that was?
So that wasn't something my heart saw, but just a malicious whisper. The fire in my heart is stoked higher, and I make a fist without realizing it. I can read, I swear. It's so hard to read this white text sometimes. I thought this entire incident was just an unfortunate event caused by my sister's suffering, but her pain was all orchestrated by someone. This isn't her tragedy. Someone saw to it that this would happen. And not just to Labris. Whoever did this tried to manipulate the pain in my heart too by posing as my shadow. And to top it off, the culprit posed as everyone here to make them distrust each other, reopening old wounds. This was all an evil plan. I am not human, but because of that, I hold the hearts and bonds of others to be sacred. They saved me, they keep me going now. And yet, it tested those bonds and used our anguish for its own purpose. Our hearts were nothing but tools to it. Tools to hurt others. I see. I get it now. This roiling, violent surge of emotion, this shaking, burning, erupting sensation. All right, we get it. You know a lot of adjectives. You're a robot. I realize that this is a type of emotion which can be best described in a single word. Yet you've used like 47 different words to describe it. This is fury.
Are you angry? All right, I'll play along. The show must go on, right?
You've gone too far.
Let's go. Final fight of this episode, then it's on to Narukami. Bow, 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 bow.
Final.
Yo, Aigis with the red hair? I dig it. I like it. Boop. Enjoy exploding. Aerial move. The Heartless Armed Angel. Didn't we just go over about how Aigis has a heart?
I failed. I saw you.
Stay back. Stay back, Aigis. Stop this, evil Aigis. You stand no chance. My processors are far superior to yours. Boop. Alright, it's over. Can I get it? I'm a gamer!
Palladian numbers set. Maximum charge. Fire!
Enjoy dying!